Hi ARK fans, welcome to ARK Invest Daily, your daily dose of ARK information. Today we are doing mid-June update for ARKG, ARK Genomics. We did it yesterday for ARK Innovation Fund, ARK-K, and day before yesterday we did it for all the ARK funds combined. So today is Genomics Day. This is how the overall portfolio looks like for Genomics, Teladoc being the biggest one, as you can see. Very green, but some of them are red as well. So let's take a look at it on the other side. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the other side. Thank you. Welcome back, guys. Today we are doing our genomics mid-month update. So date range that we have is from 1st of June to 17th, which is actually 16th. It's 17th just because the day already changes on the East Coast side. And then let's select only genomics and see how it's going. So for genomics, they started the month with 8.3 billion. And in the mid of the month, almost mid, one day extra, they are at 8.69 billion. So the trend is upward. The lowest point was 8.05 billion and the highest point was 9 billion actually. So that's how genomics looks, and the total number of companies that they're invested in this portfolio are 58 when they started the month, and now it's 56. So let's see which two companies did they remove. First, before that, let's quickly go over the biggest moves. People who have been watching this channel know that we look at biggest move two ways. One is by percentage of shares. We have this threshold. We keep changing that to make it more consumable. So any companies that whose shares changed more than 2.5% from the beginning of the month, or less in the negative side or in the positive side, but the difference should be more than 2.5%, will show up. These are the companies that satisfy that criteria. This is their ranking in their fund, in the fund. So that's how we look at biggest move by percentage of shares. And then after that, we will make this as 0. So shares may or may not have moved, but we will increase the threshold for market value. So we'll see the biggest moves in terms of market value, because that is also dependent on stock price. So let's take a look. By percentage of shares, this is the ranking for 2.5%. Not a lot of movement for first half of the month, clearly. Rank 54. This is a relatively new company. They recently started investing in it. So let's hover over it. When I hover over it, you will see more information. This is the company. They started investing very recently, as you can see. The shares trend there was a peak in there, because that's very typical of them to invest less on the first day and then increase the investment over a week or so, and then they're maintaining that investment, looks like, and maintaining the number of shares, and the stock price has gone up a little bit. So 87% extra shares, but not a big deal in terms of market value, just 5.8 million, which is pocket change for ARK. Then you have Sear Inc., 79% extra shares added there. Stock price also taking upwards slightly, but not so much, as you can see. Making a big difference though, 21.9 million there. One Life Healthcare, 24% increase there. And it also shows you where it is present actually, right? And then how much difference it made. So UiPath, the only company present in all the 6 ETFs, I keep saying that, because this is the channel which revealed that on the day when it was added, and other YouTubers picked that up and made a whole episode out of it. Anyways, because we have the data, we record the data every day, we do a diff, and that's how we are able to bring you these details, the new companies, removed companies, and trends over time. UiPath, 24% extra shares there, and it's made a difference of 77.4 million. So this is just ARKG, let me remind you that. So yeah, we are looking at the biggest moves of ARKG. Signify Health, Vertex, then you have Repair Therapeutics, Viva Systems, and 908 Devices. In terms of negative, it's Pluristem Therapeutics. This company has been popping up for a long time. They have been trying to reduce the shares since ever. It's present in 2 ETFs. The stock price is slightly up. So even though they reduced a lot of shares, not a big difference in terms of market value. It's ranked 55. Then you have 10x Genomics, the second biggest, and biggest in terms of market value. Look at that. Sarepta. Then you have Novartis. So those are the biggest moves in terms of shares movement. So let's reduce that to 0. Now look at how much trading has happened. Now let's increase the market value threshold to say 10 million, and look at the look at the biggest moves by market value. So only one negative, which is 10x Genomics, which popped up in the previous one as well. So let's see, a lot of high ranking companies showed up. Exact Sciences, which is ranked 2, let's see, 49.8 million. Fate Therapeutics, that is also very positive because of market price mainly. They bought some shares. This is very less number of shares. It's just adjustment probably, but still, because this is high ranking company, makes a big difference to the market value. Cardex Inc. Then you have Iovance Biotherapeutics, even though it's negative in terms of percentage of shares from beginning of the month, the market value is positive because look at the trend of stock price. That's why. Then you have Castle Biosciences, Signify Health, Viva Systems, Seer, Roche Holdings. Feel free to pause in between, pause the video, and take a look at the trends. This is the one there where they bought the most shares. Looks like Seer Inc., which we saw in the previous chart as well. Regeneron Pharmaceuticals, Intellia, Beam Therapeutics, Pacifica Biosciences, Vertex, Recursion, Butterfly Networking. Oh, interesting. Yeah. Oh, so yeah, this one is basically backed by Bill Gates, Butterfly Inc. They have products to, um, I forget what it is, but um, yeah, ultrasound products. Yes, I remember now. Then you have Accolade Inc., One Life Healthcare Inc., Scoringer Inc., Teladoc, which is ranked number 1, present in 4 ETFs, and stock price just slightly upward. It still made a big difference. In yeah, 12.1 million difference. You have Zemersion, Berkeley Lights, CRISPR Therapeutics, Arctus, and then 10x Genomics we went over already. So those were the biggest moves for ARKG for first half of the month. Then we have, let's take a look at overall portfolio. Yeah, this is what I showed you in the beginning as well. Teladoc is green, is the biggest position. Exact Science and Cardex are the greenest green, including Iovance Biotherapeutics. And the reddest red is 10x Genomics. We saw that. So that's how the overall portfolio looks. Let's look at the new and removed companies. No new companies, but there are 2 removed companies from this fund, Guardian Health and Syros Pharmaceuticals. So that's your daily dose, guys. That was the mid-month update for ARKG. Please like and subscribe, and I'll keep bringing this awesome content to you on daily basis, weekly, monthly, quarterly basis. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.